And hello, everybody, and welcome to Synergy Theater Online. My name is Ken Adams. I am the Artistic Director of Synergy Theater, and it is an absolute delight to be with you here tonight. Thank you for being here. Tonight is a very special night because tonight we are kicking off our brand new fall-winter 2020 season online. This is the opening night of our season. We have 8 brand new shows for you that we're going to be rolling out over the next several weeks, and we're going to bring back 2 favorites and mix them in there. We have so many exciting shows for you, and I'm so glad that you are here to share them with us. Synergy Theater performs full-length improvised plays in a variety of styles and genres. And that means that we are going to be relying on you for some suggestions to get our show started this evening. If you would like to interact with us and offer us some suggestions, then please, if you're watching us on YouTube, go and log into your YouTube account. If you log into your YouTube account, then we will be able to see you chat with us, and that's how we're going to solicit our suggestions. We're coming to you live on Facebook as well as YouTube. If you're out there in Facebook, hello. Unfortunately, we cannot see your comments on Facebook tonight, only on YouTube. So feel free to watch us on YouTube, leave us comments, and we'll watch and read them later, and we'll thank you for them. But at the moment, if you want to interact with us, you gotta watch us on YouTube and log into your YouTube account. All right, my friends, hello and welcome. Tonight's show is Couples Therapy, an improvised counseling session, and we are going to ask you for a couple of different suggestions to get ourselves started. The first suggestion we would like is if you could please tell us a location, some type of location, any kind of location in the world that will somehow be meaningful to the couple who are in our couples therapy session tonight. Once you have an idea for that, just go ahead, like I said, type them into your YouTube chat, and we'll be able to pick some of those and bring them into the show. After we ask you for a location, we are going to ask you for an object. So you can start thinking about an object and go ahead and start typing those in as well. All right, the suggestion I see, the suggestion from Jean is Antarctica. So that will be the suggestion for our location, Antarctica. Now, an object. Go ahead and suggest an object. After the object, I'm going to ask you for something that one of the characters in our couple said or did to the other one. You could put that in any context you like. What is something that one of the characters in our couple said or did to the other one? And you can go ahead and type that in. All right. Oh my goodness. For the object, let's go ahead and take secret documents. Secret documents. That suggestion comes to us from Muriel. Muriel, thank you so much for being here and for watching us tonight. And finally, what is something that one of our characters in the couple said or did to the other one? And as you're putting those up there, all right, I see we'll take from Alan Beer, we'll take what's that smell? What's that smell? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me review all of our suggestions for you. First, the location is Antarctica. Second, the object is secret documents. Third, the thing that one character said to the other is what's that smell? Ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and enjoy the world debut of couples counseling.
Susan? No, that's right. If you want to get a divorce, Susan, you got it. Okay? And the kids, you better well know that they will be with me. I'm going to get full custody, and you're not going to get a single cent, Susan. Nothing. Yeah. Well, my lawyer will contact your lawyer as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a session. Thank you. Take care. Oh, well, hello. Hello, you two. Thank you so much for being on time. My name is Dr. Daniel Fitzpatrick, and I will, of course, be your therapist for this evening. And I see that you two are in your own private locations, and that's a very good thing for a session like this. I would like to also thank you and apologize that we have to do this via Zoom, but of course, because of the pandemic, this is the safest option we have. All right, now I like to always start our sessions by having you please tell me how you first met.
Yeah, honey, Tristan, do you want to say? You can start the story. I like hearing you say it.
Well, you see, Dr. Jacobson, I was touring with my pop punk band, Herman. That's the name of the band. Maybe you've heard of us. And we were on our world tour, and we were in our Antarctic leg. Actually, that was the only leg of the tour, Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
But we were in the fourth largest outdoor venue in all of Antarctica.
Yeah. It was this big little concert. It was so great. I'm a research scientist, and I was there for 5 years. It was like literally my last week, and I hadn't seen anybody, let alone this like sexy, mysterious musician. And I pushed my way to the front of those groupies, and we've been in love ever since.
Touching story. Tristan, I see that you have a very serious gaze about you, a rather dark and intimidating demeanor. And Becky, you seem to be the exact opposite.
That's what I love about him. He's cold, just like where I met him in Antarctica.
My wife calls me cold. Okay, why don't we first also begin by addressing now why each of you have chosen to come to therapy. You know, Becky, we'll start with you. Why are you here?
Okay, I'm here because I love Tristan so much. I just feel like our relationship has been like so great. But there are these like little issues that are getting in the way of our happiness. But other than that, it's really happy. I just feel like I really want to get married, and I don't want to lay down like a specific ultimatum, but I feel like it's like not even like, when's it gonna happen, Tristan? Yeah.
I love that you used the word happy, Becky. I have a doctorate in psychology and psychotherapy, and I've developed for the past 10 years, I call it the Dr. Daniel Jacobson PhD method, and method for analyzing the nuances of not only human emotions, but also specifically pertaining to relationships. I went ahead and drew out my detailed diagram, and I will be using this diagram throughout this session in order to get a gauge of how you're feeling. So here's the diagram. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. Now I can.
Developed by myself.
Okay.
And Becky, when you think about your relationship with Tristan, where do you fall in this spectrum?
Like really over on the happy end.
All right, happy it is. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, Tristan. Thank you very much, Becky. Let's hear it from you. Why are you here?
I feel like as the head of a band, I need to hold this public persona. Do you understand? And the head of a pop punk band is known for sleeping around, meeting groupies, not settling down. And it's part of my career, you understand?
I do understand. And when you think about your relationship with Becky, where do you see yourself?
I think it's very obvious by my expression that I'm very far on the happy side.
Yeah.
I would like to call you both out. If you are both of you have called out happy, and yet you are here on this therapy session, I want to go deeper to the root of this relationship. Becky,
Yes.
you had mentioned that you hope to get married and have children, correct?
Yes, I do. That's what I want.
Why do you want it specifically with Tristan?
Because his coldness and his, on the other side, his warmth and kindness are great. He's such a great partner most of the time. And I've always wanted that. And I just want to have little Tristans running around.
Tristan, how do you feel when Becky says that?
I want to have a whole brood of children, 10 at least, but not right now. Maybe when I'm 60, that would be a good time to start. But unfortunately, by that time, Becky will be likely unable to bear children.
Oh, I see where the problem lies. Let's do a role enactment. Actually, Becky, I want you to be Tristan in this scenario, and Tristan, I want you to be Becky. Imagine you've been together. How long have you been together, by the way?
4 years.
4 years. Imagine now you've been together for 10 years and you're celebrating your anniversary. Okay? I want you to be the other person, but play them the way you hope that they are in your 10th year together. Okay? Becky, we'll start with you. You are Tristan, being the version of Tristan that you want.
Yeah. Becky, I love you so much. I'm so happy that 6 years ago, you and I got married after that couples counseling session.
Very good. Tristan, your turn to be Becky.
And I'm responding to what she said is me.
Exactly.
Tristan, I am so happy to bear your children and all, but I feel like I'm maybe getting in the way of your career. What do you think?
Becky, your response?
Of course not. My career is all about you, Becky. I gave up rock starship long ago. No more groupies ever.
Tristan, your final response?
Tristan, I know that was all fake. You never were unfaithful to me. I totally know that. And I was never jealous of that girl during the Mongolia fiasco.
And you totally didn't find all of those secret documents about that other relationship that I had. That never happened.
I feel like we crossed a line. Becky, I thought we weren't going to bring up those documents.
No, this is very important. Right now, I see that Becky has fallen on the sad spectrum here. Becky, what are these documents that you have found?
I found these documents that Tristan was married to another woman when I met him.
Tristan, this is very important information. Is this true?
Yes, it is true. But we broke up the night that Becky and I were first together. So I think that it's okay. I ended one relationship. 14 minutes later, I started a new one. I don't see the problem.
Well,
Tristan,
he never got divorced legally.
Tristan, why is it that you had ended the previous relationship? If you could say in 1 or 2 words at the most, why?
Cold.
Cold as in your ex was cold?
You told me to use one word. Do you want me to elaborate?
No, that's definitely plenty of words. Becky,
Yes.
you stayed with him knowing this information.
I just found out about it like 2 weeks ago.
2
Yeah.
weeks ago, I see. So what I'm hearing at the core of this relationship is that there's a trust issue. And when there's a trust issue, we come to a crossroads. Crossroads block further development, especially if you want to unionize and bear fruit with a child. So, Tristan, it seems to me that you are still legally married. Do you plan to get divorced as soon as possible?
Well, it's more complicated than that, Dr. Jacobson. You see, my wife is from Canada, and we got married at a young age, and partially it was, just the spur of the moment thing, and also it's about citizenship. And she might be a member of my band, and if we were to divorce, she would be deported, and that would be difficult for Herman, my band.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna downshift and reel it in. The tone of this meeting has now become a very sad tone on the spectrum. So let's lighten up the mood a little bit. I want you to both reenact the moment that you had first met. I want to see that moment clearly before me. So close your eyes, imagine you are at that moment, and replay it for me. Open your eyes and let's see it. I'm going to step back and allow you to have the stage for this.
I like that one. Yeah, bouncer, let her through.
Hi. Oh my God, I am such a big fan of your band.
Thank you. I like your parka.
Yes, thank you. I've just finished a long research project here.
Were you researching penguins?
Yes, I was.
I love penguins. They're so dark.
You're so dark and light at the same time. I just feel like I could see myself marrying you someday.
Say, have you ever been in a green room with crackers and salami?
No.
Why don't you follow me this way?
Oh, I may be done with my research project, but I feel like I want to research your soul.
If I have one.
Oh, I think I want to take off my clothes now.
It is significantly warmer in this green room than this outdoor concert in Antarctica.
Yes, I can feel the warmth of your cold heart.
Very good. Okay. All right. You see, Tristan. Oh, Becky, is there something you want to say?
No, it just really takes me back.
And that was a moment
I think I need a minute.
that definitely falls on the happy side. Becky, would you like to take a moment and Tristan and I will talk for a minute?
Yeah, I think I need to cool off a little bit.
All right. Tristan, I'm going to be very blunt with you. First, I know that you do want to salvage this relationship and hopefully have a meaningful future with Becky, correct?
Correct.
You must get a divorce as soon as possible, and she wants children. You must give that to her. Are you willing?
This seems like it's very one-sided.
Well,
Is that the only way out of this?
I'm seeing that the only problem here lies with you, Tristan. Why are you so afraid?
I don't want to settle down before my career really takes off. I know I was making it sound like Herman is big, but I think our best days are ahead of us. We hit top 20,000 on downloads online recently, so that's a new high for us.
Tristan, it sounds like you're more interested in developing the relationship with your band than you are with the woman that you say you love.
I don't think that's true. I think it's equal. I love Becky and I love the band. And
Tristan, I say that it is true. I developed this spectrum chart. Have you developed the spectrum chart? I don't think so.
No, but I'm gonna write that down because could I use that for a song name?
We'll talk about royalties later, Tristan. Okay, let's bring Becky back. Becky, I'm going to have a private moment with you, if I may. Tristan, will you please allow us? Yeah. How are you feeling, Becky?
Oh, I'm just feeling sad, I guess. I think I've moved on the other end of your spectrum chart.
You're back to sad, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Becky, I'm going to be also blunt with you as I was with Tristan. He might not be the one for you. To me, it sounds like he's more interested in his band than he is with the one that he says he loves. And take it from me, Becky. I know how it feels to be put on the back burner. And you deserve better than that.
But, Dr. Jacobson, I've devoted 4 years of my life to Tristan, and you don't see the things that he does for me when we're alone. He really is such a great partner. He rubs my feet. He brings me presents whenever he sees something that reminds him of me. And he wrote me 10 songs.
Those are all wonderful things, Becky, but what you really want is for him to write a song in your womb. Isn't that correct? You want the ultimate opus of a child.
Yes, I do want a child.
And if you don't get that, Becky, are you going to live the rest of your life in regret?
Yes.
Then you have to tell him this.
I know. I will tell him.
Tristan, come. Oh.
I feel confused because I know that he wants to have children eventually. I don't understand why having kids and getting married is mutually exclusive with being in a successful band. I've managed to hold my career in great standing.
Tristan, let's have you come back. Thank you, Becky. Okay, we're going to do another role-play exercise. We're going to imagine that you two have been married for some time and that you have children, okay? Tristan, I'm going to ask you to play your own child, okay? And Becky is your mother, okay? You are 5 years old, Tristan. Becky is your mother. Let's see an interaction happen. I will step back.
Hi, baby. Do you want some lunch?
I'm not hungry. Ma, when's Daddy coming home?
He'll be home. He loves you so much. He's out there making music every day because he wants to provide for you. You're the most important thing that ever happened to him, and you're the only way that his name will live on after he is gone.
If I'm important, why is he not here?
Because you're there with him in his heart, always.
I don't want to be in his heart. I want to be in his arm where he could give me hugs like you do all the time.
He'll be home soon.
It just feels like I maybe should have been born like 23 years later so that he'd have more time to spend with me.
No. You know, nobody can ever regret that their child was born. He loves you.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, Becky, I'm going to ask you to do the same role. You will play your own child. Tristan, you will play the father. Go ahead. I will step back.
Daddy, I love you so much. I'm so happy that you had me.
Tristina, Why don't you come here and sit on Daddy's lap? He can tell you old stories about the days he was a musician long ago.
Daddy, tell me about how much you love Mommy.
Oh, I can do that too. Well, you see, your mother, I love how she's a researcher of wildlife. And why, sometimes she would take me with her on her trips and lather me up in sunscreen because I'm so pale. Do you like this story, sweetie? Is it fun for you?
I love it. I love everything about you, Daddy. I'm so happy that I was born and that you love me more than anything.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Let me just take some final notes here. All right, so
Dr. Jacobson, I'm sorry. Can I talk to you in private for just a moment?
one moment. Yes, Tristan, will you allow us? Thank you. Yes, Becky?
Dr. Jacobson, I feel like I should confess something to you.
Go ahead.
I'm already pregnant.
You're already pregnant with Tristan's child?
Well, I tried, but it didn't work. And so I went to a sperm bank. But it will be his child in his heart.
Becky, Tristan did not, of course, know about this or agree to it, did he? No, he did
No.
not.
I figured he'd marry me afterwards.
Tristan, will you please come back? I'm going to call him right now. Here he comes. Tristan, Becky has something that she wishes to tell you.
We're having a baby. I'm pregnant, baby. I did it. It's our baby that we're going to raise together.
Tristan, Becky went to a sperm bank and became artificially inseminated. How do you feel?
I think the sad one.
Yes, that's understandable, of course. Becky, you see?
Wait a moment. I want to talk about this.
We'll get to that in a moment, Tristan. But before
I don't care. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Becky, you didn't tell me you're going to do this.
No, but I was planning on you getting me pregnant on accident. Anyways, so it's kind of the same thing?
No. That's not the same thing.
You see,
Artificial.
Becky, you lied. You lied to Tristan. Because in the reverse role playing, when you played your own child, Becky, you've been living your whole life as a little kid with these fantasies in your own mind. Look at the room that you're in. It looks like a 5-year-old's bedroom, Becky. You're too afraid to let it out, Becky. You're too afraid to be a true responsible adult. And Tristan, you have father issues. When you played your own child, you were worried about your father not being home. Why is daddy not here? Why is daddy not holding me in his arms? Both of you are cowards, and you're too afraid to let out your true emotions.
They didn't say you were this mean in your Yelp reviews.
Well, how does that make you feel, Tristan? Becky, are we going to keep pretending, Becky, that you're Miss Happy Go Sunshine?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not on that scale. I'm mad at you, Dr. Jacobson, because I thought you and I had doctor-patient confidentiality.
I'm not here to be your candy cane lollipop. I'm here to fix your relationship, Becky. So if there's something you want to say, don't direct your anger at me. Talk to Tristan.
I'm not angry at you, Tristan. I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry I did that without telling you. I want to have kids. You and I have been together for 4 years. We've been together for 4 years, and you tell me that you want to have kids with me, but you're going to make me wait 20 years? Let me tell you something, Tristan. I don't think you're able to have kids because we've been trying without you knowing for 2 years. And you're not going to, if you can't have them now, how are you going to have them when you're 60 years old?
Okay, fine. There was an incident with a stray drumstick. Trent, our drummer, he was railing out this mad solo. One of the sticks went flying, and it essentially infertilized me in a way I don't like to remember. But so we're having a kid together. That's what you're saying, if it's even mine.
We're having a kid. I guess there's a possibility it is yours. But I did also use sperm from a sperm bank. But Tristan, don't you see that the sperm doesn't make the father? What makes the father is the parent. You'll be a daddy. You'll pass on your bright happiness and your beautiful, glowing face to that baby no matter what.
Becky, I just feel like I've been telling you for 4 years how important this band is for me. And since I was 7, I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew I had what it takes to be the biggest pop punk band in the entire world. And I'm not there yet. And
Tristan, you only ever played in Antarctica. There are only like 12 people at those concerts. And they're all research scientists.
so what, you're saying you don't believe in me? You don't think Herman will make it big one day? And I should just give up and become a dad?
I'm not telling you to give up, Tristan. I'm telling you that you need to figure out a way to make it work, because you're just trying the same thing over and over again and it's not working.
Well, I don't want to end up like my parents, because they're old and they're sad and they never got to do what they want to do in life because they had me. And now I feel like I'm going to end up the same way.
Becky, Tristan, I feel that this dialogue is now moving towards a productive air. Becky, I see that you are very much on the scale of asking Tristan, what is he going to do? You're very much concerned about the type of father that he's going to be and what he's going to do. But what do you have to offer the child, Becky?
Love and cookies.
Becky, we're going to now switch to a new segment, which I like to call parental interaction. Tristan, will you allow Becky and I to have the floor for a moment?
Do you want me to go away?
Yes, we're going to have a private one-on-one. Becky, I'm going to play your father. Of course, I'm not going to really, I never met him, but I will be a parental figure for you. And I want you to go back, close your eyes right now, Becky. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Go back to the moment when you really were the most vulnerable in your life. How old were you?
7.
7. And open your eyes and I'm your father. And I want you to interact with me. Go.
Dad, how come you never wanted me? Dad, why won't you look at me? Why won't you talk to me? Dad, can you see me? Help, I can't climb down from this tree. It's too tall. I can't climb down. Dad, hey, I'm falling from this tree. Catch me. Ow, I broke my arm. Daddy, I broke my arm.
Very good, Becky. Very good. I see that your relationship with your father was an absent one. He didn't even respond to you, did he?
No.
And you're trying to fill that void by forcing another person to have a child with you. You can't do that. Relationships don't work with force. Do you see the kind of pressure you're putting on Tristan?
Yes.
Let's go back. I'm going to get Tristan back on. Tristan. Becky, tell Tristan how you're feeling.
Tristan, I'm feeling like I want you to be the father to my baby. I don't care what Dr. Jacobson says. I want to tell you that I need you to step up and be a father. You're going to raise this child as your own, and you're going to forgive me for everything that I did. And I'm really sorry that I stole $10,000 from your bank account, okay? You're just going to forget all about it, and it's going to be okay. We're going to move on. I may have lots of credit card debt, but it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this.
Tristan?
While I was away, I was thinking about that exercise that we did earlier, where I was playing a father and Becky was my daughter.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I don't know. I've never felt like I'd be a good father, but in that moment, I don't know. I almost felt like I was seeing my daughter, and I was so happy.
Tristan, now you and I will take the moment. Becky, if you will give us a second. Tristan, I'm going to play your mother. I want you to close your eyes. Go back to the time where you felt the most vulnerable. How old were you?
15.
Open your eyes. I'm your mother.
Mom, say something. I'm sorry I got expelled. Okay, there's other schools, right? You can send me somewhere else. It wasn't that big of a fire. Okay, it was only the library that burned down. Okay? Mom! Hello? Hello? Are you
Very
paying
good,
attention
Tristan.
to me?
Very good. Very good. I'm going to bring Becky back on. Tristan, Becky, that was very telling. A short interaction has given me much deeper insight. Tristan, you are afraid to have children because you disappointed your mother. And Becky, you are afraid to have children because your father disappointed you. Does that make sense? And I think that you two are actually a perfect couple because you have the power to complement each other. Yin and yang. It's a philosophy. Now, I'm going to step aside and give the floor to both of you to have one-on-one interaction. I can't hear this.
So, are we going to get married? Because I could really use some financial security.
Well, at this point, I guess I have to let Herman go.
Really? I mean, aw, baby, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's been 10 years. I guess.
Tristan, you know, you have always been so talented when you're singing those little sweet tunes that you write me in the shower. Maybe you could try children's music.
You think someone would like Bubbly Becky?
Yeah.
I guess I could try that. Listen, I have to get this divorce first with my current wife, but then we'll have this baby together. Even if it is the sperm donor baby. Could you tell me about the father?
Yes. The father is a famous rock star.
Really? Who?
I can't legally say, but he's in a very famous British boy band,
No.
and
No,
there are not 4 of them and not 6 of them. And
Okay. I actually lied. I was listening in on this conversation. Becky, it seems to me that you're still, if I may say, well, first of all, Tristan, you have agreed to this, yes?
Yeah.
Happily?
Yeah. I'm happy. Yeah, Becky, I don't know if you know this about me, Dr. Jacobson, but sometimes I can be a little cold. And Becky has always been able to light me up. She used to tell me I smelled like death, whatever that means. Like she was constantly like, "What's that smell?" And she helped me lighten up. And sometimes I'm resistant, but now I'm feeling okay with change.
And Becky, I see actually
Yeah.
that you haven't changed much, to be honest.
No.
And you're holding back something, Becky. And I want to know what that is. There's something you're holding back. And it has to do with Tristan still being married, Becky.
I'm okay. I'll admit it. I'm not actually pregnant. I did make that up so that we could get this evolution happening.
Another lie.
Yeah, it's not real. I do have the sperm if we want to use it, but I'm not pregnant. But now, Tristan, don't you see? You've come to the correct decision. You're gonna leave your band and you're gonna make a baby with me and we'll get married. You'll get divorced and everything's gonna be great.
Becky, you can't have a relationship based on manipulation tactics. That's unhealthy.
Wait a second, Dr. Jacobson. One of my songs is called Manipulation Tactics, and it's one of Becky's favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, these feel like the lyrics to that song.
Tristan, you're going to have to sing that song for me because I don't know it.
Okay. Let me get into it. I faked a pregnancy. I faked a pregnancy. I still have the sperm in my fridge. I faked it all. That's how we close our concerts.
Incredible.
I
This
did.
all makes perfect, clear sense to me.
I love it. Becky, this is like my life, my songs coming to life. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Tristan, how do you feel on the spectrum?
Happy, but in like a sexual way right now.
Yeah.
Is that on the
And
spectrum?
Becky, how about you?
Yeah, same.
Happy in a sexual way.
Like I want to get this shard of drumstick removed from my body and see if I'm still potent.
Well, it seems that we have come to a happy ending. I want to thank you both for taking the time to be with me today.
Thanks.
And I can
Doctor.
see in your eyes that a happy and a beautiful future filled with children is coming.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for this session. But thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you again.
Thank you.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody on the count of three, give your audience a great big bow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here to kick off our fall-winter 2020 season with Couples Therapy, created and directed by Valerie Regalia down there. Valerie, give everybody a wave. You're looking at Griffin Bear and Arastu Durakshan, co-starring with Valerie in our show tonight. Tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. Pacific time, we're debuting another brand new show, Notes in the Hallway, a teenage drama. You get to see us all play 17-year-olds in high school, and I wear a wig, so you don't want to miss it. Please come back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific time for Notes in the Hallway right here on YouTube and Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, Synergy Theater is a nonprofit arts organization based in Walnut Creek, California. Because of the pandemic, we have moved everything online, including our classes. We teach improv classes from the very beginning level all the way to advanced classes and master classes in our specialty, improvising a full-length play. If you'd like to take an improv class, we would like to give you one. So go on to synergytheater.com, synergytheater, synergytheater.com. Go to the class information page, take an improv class. We'd love to see you there. It's all online. Also, if you are comfortable and of the means and would like to help Synergy Theater continue to bring you these online shows for free, then we are running a fundraiser to fund our season. Go over to synergytheater.com, click on Support Synergy Theater, support our season. You'll see it, a big green button over there. Any amount of money you can offer us to help us bring all of this entertainment to you for free would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, you are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow night. Stay safe. Synergy Theater loves you. Good night.